Namaskar. So we start with regulation 20, which is titled as prohibited uses of AI. And this is a very important regulation. So the following uses of AI are strictly prohibited, it says, in all courts. These prohibitions are absolute and non-derogable, right? So you see the language here, it is very strict. So and shall not be subject to relaxation or modification by any authority under these regulations. So look at the language here. It says by any authority under these regulations. Okay. That means even appropriate authority may not change these, including under the power conferred by regulation 19.1. Okay. So 19.1 here states that subject to prior approval in writing by appropriate authority. So even appropriate authority can not give such a prior approval in writing. So if I want to have any of these that we are going to talk about, and let's say we ask a written approval from appropriate authority, even that cannot be changed. So these things are very powerful and lie at the heart of these regulations and guidelines that we are talking about. So first is no personal data of any person, no personal data of any person shall be used to train, test or refine any AI system without the prior approval of the appropriate authority. And where applicable in compliance with applicable data protection law. Okay, so I think no personal data of any individual would have been better here. Or since they are talking about data protection law, maybe it could have been of data principle. So no personal data of any person shall be used to train, test or refine any AI system without the prior approval of appropriate authority, and where applicable in compliance with applicable data protection law. So personal data cannot be used for training or testing or refining without prior approval of appropriate authority, and where applicable in compliance with applicable data protection law. So if it complies with data protection law, then this should be fine. Prohibited uses of AI part 2. So I mean this B, no judicial outcome, including judgment, order, finding of fact or law, shall be reached through algorithmic decision making alone. So this is algorithmic decision making, right? Means the use of output produced by algorithms, whether in whole or in part, to inform, recommend or arrive at a decision affecting any person, right? So algorithmic decision making cannot be used alone. Thus algorithmic decision making alone or solely on the basis of AI generated information, data or analysis, and the human judicial authority shall be determinative authority in all adjudicative decisions, right? So in a nutshell, no decision can be taken by AI. It has to be taken by a judicial authority, a human judicial authority. No AI system shall perform the function of adjudication or sentencing in any matter, criminal or civil or any other thing, does not matter, without mandatory human in the loop. Now we will see how much burden on this human in the loop, how much work is expected from this human in the loop and without acknowledging the fact that humans suffer from automation bias, and this increases the work for this human in the loop just too much. And put any output of an AI system in relation to adjudicative or sentencing questions that shall be treated as advisory only and shall be subject to independent judicial evaluation. As you see here, we find this human in the loop everywhere who is going to vouch for the correctness, who is going to verify or certify things. This particular one person is bottleneck, and the research shows it, right? So there is enough research on this thing now that human in the loop eventually gives in to automation bias, and there's even term for it, which is cognitive surrender now. Because a human being cannot compete with a machine in terms of analysis of data, right or wrong. Now, no AI system shall be used for risk scoring of for any purpose in the code. Now, we have already talked about what is risk scoring. So you should go to our video on the discussions where we discuss the definition of risk scoring. No AI system shall be used for risk scoring for any purpose in code processes, including assessment of flight risk, prediction of recidivism, evaluation of bail eligibility, determination of the credibility of parties or witnesses. For example, so AI cannot be used for what is the probability that a particular accused will fly, okay, will abscond. Prediction of recidivism. What is the probability that a particular person will re-offend? What is the probability that this person is eligible for bail? What is the probability for determination of the credibility of parties or witnesses? No undisclosed, opaque, or unexplainable AI system shall be used in any court process that may materially affect the lawful rights of or personal liberty of any party. Now you see, no undisclosed, opaque, or unexplainable AI system shall be used in any court process that may materially affect the lawful rights or personal liberty of any party. Now, this is almost as good as saying no AI should be used, right? So, no AI in today's world is powerful and not opaque, powerful and explainable, powerful and not undisclosed. So these things in today's world are going hand to hand, and I mean, a better debate is needed. Okay, I'm not saying I'm right, but I could certainly argue in why this particular clause needs much more careful observation. Then, no AI system shall be used to predict, profile, or infer the future conduct or behavior of parties, accused persons, witnesses, or legal representatives in any court process. So again, no AI system shall be used to predict, profile, or infer the future conduct. This is pretty clear from the language here, and it does not matter which kind of AI it is. Right? All these things are really things that should not be used. No AI system shall be used for the surveillance or continuous monitoring of judicial officers, advocates, litigants, or any other person within or in connection with the court premises or court processes except as may be specifically authorized by applicable law for the time being in force. Right? So no surveillance of these people are allowed. So basically surveillance is allowed, but no AI system shall be used. So this particular provision does not prohibit surveillance. This prohibits surveillance done through AI systems. So no AI system shall be used for surveillance or continuous monitoring of judicial officers, advocates, litigants, or any other person within or in connection with court premises or court processes. So that too in the court premises and processes. No AI generated output shall be submitted to a court. This is important for lawyers. No AI generated output shall be submitted to a court as an independent source of evidence without full and transparent disclosure of its AI generated character. So now disclosure is mandatory. Okay, whether something is AI generated or not, if it is submitted as a independent source of witness. Now, no AI system shall be used in any manner that may compromise the confidentiality of judicial deliberations or the independence of judicial decision making process. Now, the prohibitions referred to in sub-regulation 1 shall be absolute. It says it again, and shall not be subject to relaxation or modification by any authority. Okay, so this is redundant in my opinion, because a more powerful thing has been already stated here. It says absolute, non-derogable, and shall not subject to relaxation or modification by any authority under these regulations, including this. So probably we can just get rid of this clause. This is just being repeated. Now, regulation 21, it states remedial measures by AI committee. Now, every violation of any prohibition specified in the regulation 20 that we just discussed shall be reported forthwith to the AI secretariat. Any violation, every violation should be reported, which shall be placed before the AI committee, and that AI committee shall, after due inquiry, direct such remedial measures, including the suspension of the relevant AI system, as it deems appropriate. Okay. All right. So with this, let me end this video. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.